My beloved child, I ask you to pause everything for just a few moments, for this is not a random encounter or a mere accident of timing. You have been led here by my hand because there is a matter of great urgency concerning your life that requires your immediate attention. I know the weight you have been carrying, and I have heard the silent prayers you whispered into your pillow when the world was asleep. I have seen the exhaustion in your eyes and the way your spirit has been flickering like a candle in a storm. Do not scroll past this message, for I am speaking directly to your soul right now. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one who knows the end from the beginning. And I have stepped into your timeline today to stand between you and a shadow you did not even know was approaching. You are my precious one, my chosen one, and I will not allow you to be swallowed by the darkness that thinks it has cornered you. There is a specific reason you felt a sudden urge to listen to these words, a divine pull at your heartstrings that told you this was meant for you. Listen closely, for my voice is a lamp unto your feet and a shield around your heart. I am here to reveal what has been hidden and to protect what I have so carefully planted within you. Before I reveal the specific blessing I am bringing into your life and the nature of the obstacle I am removing, I want you to declare your presence in my sanctuary. Do not remain hidden in the shadows of doubt. Declare that you are here and that you are ready to receive the revelation I have prepared for you. Type "I am here, Lord" or 7007 in the comments right now to open the gates of heaven and signal to the spiritual realm that you are listening. By doing this, you are marking your territory and telling the enemy that your ears are tuned to the frequency of your Creator. This is your first act of faith today, a simple yet powerful acknowledgement that you recognize my voice calling out to you in the wilderness. Once you have done this, I want you to join this growing family of believers who seek my face daily. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now. This is not merely a digital action, it is a signal of your agreement with the light. When you like and subscribe, you are choosing to plant yourself in a garden of faith where my word can nourish you. You are telling the universe that you belong to the family of the Most High and that you refuse to let the darkness drown out the message I have for you. Do it now and feel the shift in the atmosphere as you align yourself with my divine purpose. You did not see the trap, my child, but I did. I saw the pit that was dug in the dark, the words spoken in secret to undermine your progress, and the subtle maneuvers designed to trip your feet just as you were reaching for your breakthrough. There are those who fear the light that shines through you, those who are intimidated by the destiny I have written upon your heart. They have tried to orchestrate a moment of failure, a season of lack, and a cycle of confusion to make you give up on the promises I gave you. But they forgot one thing: I am your Father, and I never slumber nor sleep. I have been watching over you while you were resting, and I have been fighting battles for you in realms you cannot perceive. Tonight, that trap is being dismantled piece by piece. The very thing intended for your destruction is being turned into the foundation for your greatest victory. I am pulling back the veil to show you exactly who has been working against you and why their plans will never succeed. Stay with me, for in the next few minutes I will show you how I am turning their weapons into your tools of growth. Your period of being blind to the schemes of the enemy is over. I am giving you my eyes and my wisdom to navigate the path ahead. I have seen you, my beloved child, in those quiet, agonizing hours when the rest of the world has found its peace, yet you remain adrift in a sea of restlessness. I saw you staring at the ceiling at 3:00 a.m., your mind racing like a river in a storm, trying to solve problems that don't even have names yet. You feel a weariness that sleep cannot touch, a fatigue that seems to have seeped into your very bones. It is as if a heavy blanket of invisible pressure has been draped over your shoulders, making every step feel like a climb up a jagged mountain. You wake up more tired than when you laid down, and you wonder if you are losing your strength. or if you have somehow failed to manage the life I gave you. But I want you to know that I was there in every toss and turn. I saw the silent tears that soaked into your pillow, the ones you didn't have the words to explain. I felt the tightening in your chest when the silence of the night became too loud with the echoes of your worries. You are not weak, and you are not failing. This exhaustion you feel is not merely a physical state. It is the resonance of a spiritual battle being fought in the atmosphere around you. You have been carrying a weight that was never yours to bear, and I am here tonight to lift it from your weary soul. Rest now in the knowledge that I have seen every moment of your struggle, and I am moving on your behalf even while you sleep. Lately, you may have noticed strange sensations that medicine cannot quite explain, a lingering dullness in your head, a sudden flutter of anxiety in your heart for no apparent reason, or a sense of dread that visits you in the middle of a busy day. My child, do not be afraid of these signals. This is your spiritual radar, the divine intuition I placed within you, reacting to the shadows that have been trying to gather around your path. Your body is weary because your spirit has been standing on guard, sensing the trap before your mind could even perceive it. You have been under a subtle spiritual siege, an attempt by the enemy to drain your energy so that you would be too tired to recognize the breakthrough when it arrives. They want you to believe that this is just stress or bad luck, but I am telling you the truth. Your light is so bright that the darkness is trying to dim it by exhausting the vessel. I have seen you pushing through the fog, forcing yourself to smile when your heart felt like lead, and continuing to give to others when your own well was running dry. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. Every time you chose to be kind despite your pain, every time you chose to trust me. Despite your confusion, you were winning a battle in the unseen realm. This invisible fatigue is a sign that you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness, and it is a testament to the power that resides within you, even when you feel at your lowest point. I want you to take a deep breath right now, a breath that reaches deep into your soul. Feel the life I have breathed into you, a life that no enemy can extinguish. The restlessness you have felt in your chest is actually a stirring of my spirit, preparing you for a massive shift. I am clearing out the toxins of worry and the residue of the spiritual attacks that have left you feeling so drained. I am renewing your strength like that of an eagle. You have been in a season where you felt isolated, as if your prayers were hitting a brass heaven, but I assure you I have been closer to you in your fatigue than I have ever been. I am the God who gives power to the faint and increases the strength of those who have no might. This period of unexplained tiredness is ending because I am exposing the source of the drain. I am cutting the cords of the people and situations that have been sucking the life out of you under the guise of friendship or necessity. You will no longer wake up with a heavy heart. Instead, you will rise with a supernatural clarity. I am replacing your spirit of heaviness with a garment of praise. Understand that being the chosen one means you will feel things more deeply and you will encounter resistance that others do not, but it also means my grace is more than sufficient for you. Your weariness is the evidence that a great work is being completed within you, and the dawn is about to break over the longest night of your life. As you listen to these words, feel the tension leaving your jaw and your shoulders. I am the great physician, and I am touching those areas of pain and pressure right now. This is a moment of divine recalibration. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. You don't have to have a plan for tomorrow. All you need to do is lean into my embrace and allow me to be your strength. I am restoring the years the locusts have eaten and the energy the enemy has stolen. You are being rebuilt from the inside out. I am taking the fragments of your exhaustion and weaving them into a tapestry of endurance. You are coming out of this hidden season of struggle with a character that is fireproof and a spirit that is unshakable. The trap was meant to make you collapse, but I am using it to make you lean harder on me, and in that leaning you are finding a power you never knew you possessed. Rest, my beloved, your healing is not a distant promise. It is happening in this very second as you surrender your fatigue to me. The invisible battle is being won, and the physical manifestations of that victory are on their way to you. My precious child, I have walked beside you through the cold hallways of isolation that you have been forced to navigate lately. I have seen the confusion in your eyes when people who once promised to stand by you suddenly became strangers. I was there when the laughter in the room seemed to stop the moment you entered, and I felt the sting in your heart when you realized you were no longer being invited, no longer being considered, and no longer being understood. You have felt a wall rising between you and those you once trusted, a silent betrayal that hurts more than any spoken word. You find yourself surrounded by people, yet you have never felt more alone. You look around and see others connecting effortlessly while you feel like an outsider looking in, wondering what you did wrong to deserve this sudden distance. But I want to tell you a secret from the throne of heaven: you didn't do anything wrong. This isolation is not a punishment, it is a divine separation. I am the one who has been tightening the circle around you. I have been pulling you away from the noise and the crowd because I am preparing you for a level of destiny that those people cannot handle. I saw the hidden agendas in their hearts and the poison in their words when you weren't listening, and I stepped in to protect your spirit from being contaminated. I saw you, my chosen one, at 3:00 a.m. when the silence of the house felt like a heavy weight pressing down on your chest. I saw the tears that fell as you looked at your phone, waiting for a message that never came, or wondering why those you helped in their darkest hours are nowhere to be found in yours. I heard you whisper into the darkness, "Why me, Lord? Why does it have to be so hard? Why am I always the one who gives but the one who is left behind?" I want you to know that those tears are liquid prayers, and I have collected every single one of them in my bottle. Not one drop of your sorrow has been wasted. The reason you feel this isolation so intensely is that I am refining your heart to depend on no one but me. You have a giant-sized destiny, and you cannot walk into it leaning on people who only have small-scale vision. I am stripping away the crutches of human validation so that when the miracle happens, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was my hand and my hand alone that lifted you up. The betrayal you feel from others is actually their exit strategy from a season they are no longer permitted to inhabit. I am closing doors on relationships that would have become traps for your soul in the next chapter of your life. This season of being hidden is where I am building the character you will need for the much that is coming. I have seen how you still chose to be kind to those who were cold to you. I saw how you kept your integrity when others were gossiping behind your back. These are the tests of a true leader, a true chosen one. You are being built in the secret place, away from the prying eyes of those who would try to steal the credit for your growth. The enemy wants you to feel lonely so that you will crawl back to toxic environments just to feel seen. But I am calling you to stand tall in your solitude. You are never truly alone, for I am the friend who sticks closer than a brother. Every time someone walked away from you, I moved closer. Every time a door was shut in your face, I began building a mansion for you. This feeling of being misunderstood is the hallmark of the anointed. If the world understood you, you would belong to the world, but you belong to me. I am your vindicator and I am your comforter. The very people who are ignoring you now will one day look up and see you in the position of honor I have prepared for you, and they will wonder how you got there. I want you to embrace this quiet season, for it is in this stillness that you can finally hear my whisper. I am healing the wounds left by those who walked away. I am pouring the oil of joy into the cracks of your broken heart. Do not let bitterness take root in the space where I want to plant my peace. If you allow me to fill that empty space in your life, I will bring people into your future who are aligned with your spirit, people who will sharpen you, celebrate you, and protect you. But for now, it is just you and me, and that is more than enough. You are being trained to handle the weight of the blessing that is about to drop. Real blessings are heavy, and they require strong, solitary shoulders that have been tempered in the fires of isolation. Hold your head high, my child. Your worth is not determined by the number of people in your circle, but by the one who sits on the throne and calls you his own. The trap of loneliness is being transformed into a sanctuary of strength. You are coming out of this season not just survived, but sanctified. I have heard the questions you have been asking in the depths of your heart. My child, you have been feeling an uneasy tension lately, a sense of apprehension that you cannot quite put into words. It is like a distant storm on the horizon that you can sense before the first drop of rain ever falls. You have walked into rooms and felt a sudden chill, or spoken to someone and felt a check in your spirit that made you hesitate even when their words seemed perfect. Do not dismiss these feelings, my beloved. Do not let the world convince you that you are merely overthinking or being too sensitive. That discomfort is not anxiety. It is my voice. It is the divine radar I have placed within your soul to navigate the spiritual minefields of this world. You are a chosen one, and your spirit is finely tuned to the frequencies of heaven. When something is out of alignment with my will, or when a wolf is approaching in sheep's clothing, I trigger that alarm within you to keep you safe. I am the one whispering to your intuition, telling you to watch out, because I see what is hidden behind the veil of the physical world. The enemy's greatest tool is to make you doubt your own discernment. He wants you to ignore your gut feelings so that you will lower your guard and walk straight into the trap he has set for your finances, your peace, or your family. He uses the voices of others and sometimes even your own self-doubt to tell you that you are being dramatic or seeing things that are not there. But I am here to validate your spirit today. I saw the moment you felt that sudden knot in your stomach when a certain path was suggested to you. That was me pulling on your heart, whispering for you to wait. I am training your spiritual senses to distinguish between the holy and the profane. This unnamed fear you have been carrying is actually my protection manifesting as a warning. By feeling it, you are already winning the battle because you are refusing to be blind. You are not losing your mind. You are gaining my perspective. I am sharpening your intuition like a master's blade so that you can cut through the illusions and see the true intentions of those around you. Now, my precious one, I want you to take a moment to settle your spirit. I want you to take a deep, slow breath right now, letting the air I gave you fill your lungs and calm your racing thoughts. Place your hand over your heart and feel its steady beat, a rhythm of life that I personally ordained. As you feel that pulse, realize that you are connected to the source of all wisdom. I want you to feel the tension leaving your neck and your mind. That alarm in your spirit has done its job. It has brought you to this message to my feet. You can let the fear go now, for I have taken over the watch. You are not a victim of your emotions. You are a vessel of my revelation. I am replacing that nagging dread with a divine, quiet confidence. You do not need to know every detail of the enemy's plot, because I know them all, and I have already moved the pieces on the board to protect you. Rest in this moment of stillness, knowing that the Creator of the stars is the guardian of your soul. My child, you are standing on the edge of a great revelation. The reason the enemy is trying so hard to confuse your intuition is that they know you are about to step into a season of unprecedented favor. Your radar is buzzing because the atmosphere is changing. Do not be afraid of the sensitivity I have given you. Embrace it as the gift of the chosen. As we move forward, I am going to show you exactly what that trap was and why it could never hold you. You are being moved from the place of questioning to the place of knowing. I am opening your eyes to see the spiritual reality of your situation, and you will find that the forces for you are much greater than any force that has tried to stand against you. The fog is lifting, and the path I have laid out for you is becoming clear. Trust the nudges I give you, for they are the breadcrumbs leading you out of the wilderness and into your promised land. My beloved, it is time for the truth to be unveiled, for I am peeling back the heavy layers of deception that have clouded your vision. You have been wondering why certain things felt off and why every time you tried to move forward it felt like an invisible cord was pulling you back. I want you to look closely into the spirit realm with me now. The trap that was set for you was not a clumsy, obvious pit. It was a masterfully crafted snare disguised as an opportunity, a friendship, or even a season of rest. There were those who approached you with honeyed words and smiling faces, offering you a seat at their table, yet their hearts were full of calculations. I saw the fine print in that contract that your eyes missed, the clauses meant to drain your resources and bind your future. I saw the friend who was collecting your secrets like stones, waiting for the right moment to throw them at your reputation. I saw the manipulation that was disguised as help, designed to make you dependent on them instead of on me. This was a tactical strike against your destiny, intended to keep you in a cycle of debt, emotional turmoil, and spiritual stagnation. You didn't see the trap because you operate from a heart of gold, assuming others possess the same integrity, but I am the seer of all hearts, and I have stood as the gatekeeper of your soul. Understand this, my chosen one. The darkness does not waste its arrows on the weak or the aimless. The enemy has been targeting you with such precision because your light is a blinding threat to his kingdom. Every time you pray, every time you choose love over hate, and every time you walk in your purpose, you send shockwaves through the spiritual atmosphere. The invisible enemy is not just a person or a circumstance. It is a spirit of envy that has been assigned to dim your brilliance. They saw the oil of my favor on your head before you even realized it was there. They sensed the shift in your life the moment you were about to cross over into your promised land, and they moved to intercept you. They wanted to catch you in a moment of vulnerability, to tempt you into a relationship that would siphon your peace, or to lure you into a financial commitment that would enslave your creativity. They thought that if they could tire you out with small, constant attacks, you would eventually surrender your crown. But they underestimated the one who watches over you. I allowed you to come close enough to see the danger so that you would learn to recognize the scent of a snare, but I never intended for you to be caught in it. The trap was also woven into the words spoken against you in secret. My child, there have been prayers made that were not directed to me, bitter words and jealous proclamations whispered by those who want what I have given you. These words were meant to act as a weight upon your spirit, causing the sudden headaches, the unexplainable bouts of sadness, and the feeling that you are walking through thick mud. This is the fowler's snare that I promised to deliver you from. There are those in your circle who are not fighting you. They are fighting the destiny I have placed inside you. They are intimidated by your resilience and baffled by how you keep rising every time life tries to knock you down. They tried to create a glass ceiling for your success, hoping you would hit your head and stop climbing. But my word says that every weapon forged against you will fail. I am the one who frustrates the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. While they were busy digging a hole for you, I was busy making sure they were the ones who would eventually fall into it. Tonight I am severing every spiritual cord that has been siphoning your energy. I am breaking the power of every manipulative word and every deceitful contract. You are being released from the trap of the familiar, the comfort of staying in toxic environments just because you are afraid to walk alone. I am opening your eyes to see that some of the losses you've experienced recently were actually my hands removing the bait from the trap before it could snap shut. I have been blocking emails, diverting phone calls, and closing doors to protect you from things that would have cost you your very soul. You might have felt rejected, but you were being redirected. You felt like you were losing, but you were actually being liberated. The enemy's trap has failed because the prey has been given wings. As you continue to listen, I am going to reveal how I am using this very struggle to catapult you into a position of authority that no man can take away. You are no longer the victim of an invisible enemy. You are the victor in the light of my truth. My child, you have asked me why I allowed the fire to get so hot. You have questioned why I didn't simply remove the obstacle or stop the betrayal before it broke your heart. I want you to understand that I did not bring you into the furnace to burn you. I brought you there to burn off the ropes that were binding you. Sometimes I allow the struggle to persist so that you can see who is willing to stay in the fire with you and who only wants to dance with you in the sun. The pressure you have been under was a divine filter. I allowed the difficulty to expose the cracks in the foundations of your old life. The relationships that were built on sand, the habits that were holding you back, and the false security you were leaning on instead of me. If I had given you the blessing while those unworthy people were still by your side, they would have stolen the fruit of your labor and claimed credit for my work. I had to let the storm blow so that everything that wasn't rooted in my love could be cleared away, leaving only what is true and eternal. Surely I am the one who saves you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. I permitted you to see the struggle so that you would learn the sound of my wings sheltering you. You see, a bird that never faces a storm never learns the strength of its own wings. I allowed the enemy to think they were winning so that I could demonstrate my power in your life in a way that would leave no room for doubt. The resistance you faced was actually a confirmation of your value. A thief does not break into an empty house. They target the one filled with treasures. By allowing the struggle, I was training your hands for war and your fingers for battle. I was stretching your capacity so that you could handle the massive weight of the glory I am about to reveal. You are being refined like gold, and gold does not complain about the heat. It simply becomes more pure, more reflective of its maker's image. Your light is growing stronger with every test you pass, and the darkness is terrified of the person you are becoming. I want you to acknowledge this transformation right now. If you believe that I am using this struggle to build something beautiful in you, do not stay silent. Type "I am becoming" or 7737 in the comments to claim your spiritual growth. And as you do, I invite you to officially join this family of light. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now. By doing this, you are telling the enemy that you have chosen your side and that your house is built upon the rock. This act of agreement signals to the heavens that you are ready for the next level of your destiny. Do not hesitate. Your action today is a declaration of faith that unlocks the doors I have prepared for you. I allowed the isolation because some of the people you were trying to carry were never meant to enter your promised land. They were baggage, not blessings. If I hadn't allowed the friction, you would have stayed comfortable in a place that was too small for your spirit. I had to make the nest uncomfortable so that you would be forced to fly. Every tear you shed over a lost connection was a seed planted for a divine alignment. I am bringing you into a season where your character will finally match the size of your prayers. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being rejected. You are being protected. The struggle was the construction site of your soul, and the blueprint I have for you is more magnificent than anything you could have imagined. Trust my timing and my process, for I know exactly when you are ready to walk through the doors that no man can shut. My child, do you truly understand the magnitude of the spirit that resides within you? You have spent so much time looking in the mirror and seeing only the scars, the fatigue, and the reflection of someone who has been beaten down by life. But when I look at you, I see a royal lineage. I see a soul that was forged in the heart of heaven long before the foundations of the earth were laid. You are not a victim of your circumstances, nor are you a byproduct of your mistakes. You are my chosen one, a lighthouse in a world that is desperate for a glimmer of hope. The very reason you have faced such intense opposition is that the enemy recognizes the crown on your head even when you have forgotten it is there. You were not created to blend in. You were created to stand out, to disrupt the darkness, and to carry the frequency of my kingdom wherever you go. Every trial you have endured was a confirmation of your power, for the darkness only attacks what it fears. You are a warrior who has been in a season of hidden training, and the world is about to see the strength that has been tempered in your secret battles. Your light is causing the enemy to tremble, for they know that once you realize who you truly are, their reign of confusion in your life must come to an end. This is the moment of your spiritual awakening. I am calling you to step out of the shadows of not enough and into the brilliance of my all-sufficiency. I want you to confirm this power right now, not just in your heart, but through an act of divine alignment. If you believe that you are my chosen one and that your light is breaking through the darkness tonight, I want you to like this video and subscribe to this channel immediately. This is not a mere social interaction. It is a declaration to the spiritual realm that you are claiming your identity. By joining this family of believers, you are putting the enemy on notice that you are no longer standing alone. When you press that button, you are signaling to the universe that you have shifted from a victim to a victor, and you are ready for me to turn the tables in your favor. Do it now as an act of faith and feel the authority returning to your spirit. I do not give big assignments to small people, my beloved. The weight of the pressure you have felt is proof of the weight of the glory I am placing upon you. You have been through the fire not to be consumed, but to become fireproof. I have been watching you handle the little things, the small betrayals, the minor setbacks, the daily frustrations, and I have seen your faithfulness. You have passed the entrance exam for the much that is coming. Suffering has produced endurance. Endurance has developed your character, and that character has birthed a hope that will never disappoint you. You are being trained to rule in the midst of your enemies. Stop looking at your situation as a punishment and start seeing it as a promotion in disguise. You are being upgraded. Your mind is being renewed, your heart is being expanded, and your spiritual authority is being magnified. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Bury the inner victim today. My child, for that version of you no longer exists. The person who entered this season of struggle is not the same person who is about to emerge from it. You are coming out with greater maturity, greater discernment, and a character that can sustain the massive blessings I am about to pour out. I have already anointed you for this moment. The trap was meant to break you, but it only served to reveal the unbreakable nature of the spirit I gave you. You are more than a conqueror through me who loves you. Stand tall, square your shoulders, and prepare your heart, for the season of being hidden is over. The gates of favor are swinging open, and you are walking through them with the power and authority of a true heir to the throne. You are my pride and joy, and tonight I am confirming that you are exactly where you need to be to receive your miracle. My beloved, the atmosphere around you is no longer thick with the smoke of the enemy's deception. It is now charged with the electricity of my divine intervention. I am calling for a counterattack, but it is not a battle you will fight with your own hands or your own anger. It is a rehearsal of victory that begins within the next 72 hours. During these next 3 days, I want you to move with a different spirit. I want you to walk as if the problem is already solved, as if the debt is already paid, and as if the trap has already been crushed under my heel. Watch very closely, for I am placing markers of truth along your path to show you that my word is active and alive. You have been in a season of silence where it felt like nothing was moving, but in these coming 3 days, the spiritual gears are shifting into high gear. I am moving people, changing minds, and overturning decrees that were signed against you in the dark. Do not let your heart be troubled, for the 72-hour window I am opening is a portal of revelation and sudden alignment. In the first of these 3 days, pay attention to your communication. I am going to cause a name from your past to surface, a person you haven't spoken to in a long time. Someone who carries a piece of the puzzle you have been missing. This will not be a coincidence. When that notification pops up or that phone rings, listen with your spirit. I am also directing your eyes to a message or an email that you previously overlooked or that was intentionally hidden from you by the enemy's interference. You will find it in a folder you rarely check, or it will suddenly appear at the top of your inbox as if it were just sent. This message contains the key to the financial or legal knot that has been strangling your peace. I am shining my light on the details that the deceiver tried to bury. I saw how they tried to hide the truth from you, but I am the God who brings every hidden thing into the light. You will feel a sudden click in your spirit when you see it, a confirmation that I am indeed working behind the scenes to dismantle the trap. On the 2nd and 3rd days, be prepared for a random encounter with a stranger. This person will speak a word or share a piece of information that seems insignificant to them, but it will be a direct answer to the question you asked me in your prayer closet last week. I am using the mouths of babes and the voices of strangers to bypass your logic and speak directly to your destiny. This stranger may appear at a grocery store, a coffee shop, or even in a digital space, but their words will carry a weight that settles the unrest in your soul. They will unintentionally expose the hidden motives of those who have been working against you. This is my divine intelligence at work. I am feeding you the secrets of the enemy's camp so that you can stay 10 steps ahead. You will no longer be the one being hunted. You will be the one who possesses the wisdom to walk through the fire without the smell of smoke. I am giving you the advantage, my chosen one, because the battle is not yours but mine. As these signs begin to manifest, I need you to maintain a posture of radical gratitude and divine silence. There is a time to speak and a time to be still. And in these next 3 days, I want you to zip it when it comes to speaking about your fears or your frustrations. Do not dig up the seeds of breakthrough I am planting by speaking words of lack or doubt. Instead, every time you see one of these signs, the call, the email, the stranger, I want you to whisper, "Thank you, Father, for the victory. Your words are like seeds, and I want you to plant only the harvest you wish to see." If you believe that these next 3 days are the beginning of your total restoration, I want you to declare it now. Type "I am watching for the signs" or 888 in the comments to seal this 72-hour prophecy. This act of typing is your spiritual yes to the movement I am starting in your life. Do not let the enemy tell you it's just a video. This is a divine appointment. I am preparing you for a counterattack that will leave the enemy in total confusion. While they are celebrating what they think is your downfall, I am setting the stage for your greatest comeback. The next 3 days are a rehearsal because I am showing you how easy it is for me to change your entire reality with a single phone call or a single document. I am stretching your faith to believe in the suddenly power of my grace. You have been waiting for years, but I can do in 3 days what men could not do in a lifetime. Keep your eyes open, your heart soft, and your ears tuned to my frequency. The trap didn't work, the snare is broken, and the signs of your freedom are already on the way. You are being moved from the back of the line to the front of the favor. Stay alert, my child, for the king is moving on your behalf. I have declared in my eternal word that he who digs a pit for another shall fall into it himself, and he who rolls a stone against his neighbor will find that very stone rolling back to crush him. My child, the season of you being the target is over, and the season of my divine justice has begun. I want you to look with eyes of faith at the structures that were built to trap you. They are not just leaning, they are crumbling at the foundation. The very person who plotted your downfall, who whispered in the shadows to tarnish your name, and who manipulated the systems of this world to keep you in lack, is now finding themselves ensnared in their own web. Their sleep has departed from them because the peace they tried to steal from you has now become a stranger to their own hearts. I am the God of justice, and I do not sit idly by while my chosen ones are oppressed. I have allowed them to hang their own rope, and tonight I am pulling the curtain back so that their deeds are exposed to the light. They thought they were being clever, but they forgot that I am the architect of truth. You have watched them succeed for a time, and you wondered why I allowed the wicked to prosper while you struggled in integrity. But understand this, their prosperity was a hollow shell, and their success was the bait that led them into their own judgment. I am causing their own words to become a trap for their feet. Those who lied about you are now finding that no one believes their truth. Those who tried to steal your resources are facing unexpected leaks in their own storehouses. I am frustrating the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You do not need to seek revenge, my precious one. You do not need to spend another ounce of your energy trying to set the record straight or prove your worth to those who chose to be blind. I am your vindicator. I am the judge of the earth, and I am handing down a verdict of total exoneration for you and a verdict of collapse for the trapper. Stand still and see the salvation of your God, for the enemies you see today you shall see no more forever. The confusion that the enemy tried to send into your mind has now been redirected back to the camp of the adversary. I am causing a spirit of discord to enter the ranks of those who gathered against you. They are turning on one another, revealing each other's secrets and dismantling the very alliance they formed to destroy you. This is the boomerang effect of heaven. Every arrow of jealousy, every curse of poverty, and every word of condemnation they sent toward your house is being caught by my angels and sent back to its source multiplied. You are shielded by the blood of the Lamb, but they have no such protection against the spiritual laws of sowing and reaping they have triggered. I saw how they laughed when they thought they had you cornered, but now I am the one who laughs from the heavens. I am turning their sure thing into a total disaster, and I am doing it in a way that will leave no doubt that I am the one protecting you. I want you to release any lingering bitterness you have toward these individuals, for bitterness is a chain that binds you to the very person you are trying to escape. Let them go into my hands. My justice is far more thorough than your anger could ever be. By releasing them, you are stepping out of the courtroom and allowing me to take the bench. As their schemes collapse, I am taking the wealth, the influence, and the opportunities they tried to keep from you, and I am transferring them into your hands. I am making your enemies your footstool. The very people who look down on you will soon have to look up to see the heights to which I am lifting you. The trap is not just broken. It has been completely annihilated, and in its place I am building a monument to my faithfulness in your life. Rest in my justice, for the scales are being balanced this very hour. My beloved child, I have seen the ledger of your life, and I have seen the places where the enemy attempted to bankrupt your joy and your resources. I have watched you count your last coins, and I have felt the anxiety that tightened your chest when the bills arrived and the bank account remained stagnant. You have wondered if you would ever break free from the cycle of just enough, or if the lack was a permanent shadow over your destiny. But I am the great provider, the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and the gold in every vein of the earth. I am here to tell you that the season of financial strangulation is being severed right now. The trap that was set to keep you in debt and dependency is being dismantled. I am opening the floodgates of my divine provision, not just to give you enough to survive, but to give you more than enough to fulfill every assignment I have placed on your life. The resources that were held back by spiritual blockages and human manipulation are being released into your hands. I am bringing back what was stolen, and I am adding interest from the storehouses of heaven. I am moving upon the hearts of people you don't even know to favor you. I am causing old debts that you thought were lost to be repaid unexpectedly. I am triggering refund settlements and forgotten investments to surface in your favor. You will see a supernatural flow of resources that cannot be explained by your hard work alone, for it is my favor that does the heavy lifting. I have seen how you remained generous even when you had little, and how you honored me with your tithe and your heart despite the pressure. Because you have been faithful with the little, I am now authorizing the much. No weapon forged against your prosperity will prevail, and every tongue that has whispered lack or poverty over your family will be silenced by the sheer magnitude of my supply. You are being moved from the place of how will I pay to the place of who can I help. This is the restoration of your financial dignity, a sign that the trap of poverty has been crushed forever. But my restoration is not limited to your bank account. I am also restoring your position and your honor. I have seen the way you were pushed to the back, the way your ideas were stolen, and the way your reputation was subtly eroded by those who were jealous of your light. You were made to feel small, as if your contribution didn't matter, and you were passed over for promotions and opportunities that rightfully belonged to you. Hear me now, I am the one who promotes, and I am the one who sets the stage for your public vindication. For every ounce of shame you have endured, I am giving you a double portion of honor. I am refuting every tongue that has accused you. I am causing those who overlooked you to suddenly see your value. You will be invited to tables you didn't even know existed, and you will be given a seat of authority that matches the maturity I have built in you during your season of struggle. Your name is being cleared and your influence is being expanded. If you believe that I am restoring your finances and your position right now, do not remain silent in this moment of transformation. I want you to claim this promise with an act of faith. Type "I receive my restoration" or 777 in the comments right now. By doing this, you are coming into agreement with the decree of heaven. This is your amen to my promise. And as you affirm this, I invite you once again to join this family of light. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is not for my benefit, but for yours, to keep you connected to the stream of my word, so that the enemy cannot steal the seeds of faith I am planting tonight. When you align with this community, you are surrounding yourself with the shield of collective faith. You are stepping into the suddenly of my grace, and the world will soon see the evidence of the God you serve. The door to your new position is swinging open, and no man or spirit can shut it. The trap of insignificance has failed, and the crown of my favor is being firmly placed upon your head. I am not just bringing you back to where you were. I am taking you to a level you have never seen. You are being restored, refined, and repositioned for the greatest mission of your life. Every loss was just a setup for this massive gain. Trust me, for I am making everything beautiful in its time, and your time has finally arrived. Now that the dust has settled on the ruins of the enemy's plans, I want you to lift your eyes from the battlefield and look ahead. You have been focused on surviving the snare, but I have been focused on preparing you for the throne. The door that is opening before you now is not one you could have knocked down with your own strength. It is a divine portal, a gate of destiny that I have specially fashioned for this very moment in history. You might have thought the struggle was just about your finances or your relationships, but it was actually the labor pains of a new mission being born within you. The traps you encountered were the resistance necessary to build the spiritual muscles you need for the weight of this new calling. I am not just giving you a new beginning. I am giving you a new identity. You are no longer the one who was betrayed. You are the one who has been vindicated and commissioned for a higher service. The old cycle is dead, and the new life I am breathing into you is fireproof and unshakable. This new mission is not about merely returning to the life you had before the storm. I am calling you to step into a territory where you will be a vessel of my light to others who are still trapped in the shadows you just escaped. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are your credentials. They give you the authority to speak to the broken, to lead the lost, and to demonstrate my power to those who have lost hope. I have given you a special forces assignment because you have proven that you can stand in the heat of the battle without retreating. The people you will encounter in this new season will recognize the oil of my anointing on your life. They will see a peace in your eyes that surpasses all understanding, and they will want to know the source of your strength. You are being positioned as a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of my grace in a world that is desperate for authenticity. What the enemy meant for your destruction, I have repurposed as your platform. Do not fear the scale of this new door. I know you feel unqualified. I know you still feel the echoes of the not enough whispers that the enemy tried to plant in your mind. But remember, I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. The wisdom you need will be provided at the moment you step through the threshold. The resources required for this mission are already being diverted to your path. You will find that as you take the first step in faith, the second step will be illuminated. This door leads to a life of significance, a life where your days are filled with purpose and your nights are filled with the satisfaction of knowing you are in the center of my will. The trap was meant to stop your journey, but it only served to accelerate you toward this very gate. The wait is over, my child. Your mission is calling, and I am walking through that door right beside you. The shadow of the trap is gone. The sunlight of your destiny is here. As you stand before this threshold, feel the shift in your spirit. The heaviness of the past is being replaced by the excitement of the future. I am removing the limits you placed on yourself and replacing them with my infinite possibilities. This is the moment you were born for. You were not meant to live in a cycle of constant defense. You were meant to take ground for my kingdom. Every tear you shed in the dark has become a drop of oil that fuels the lamp for this new mission. The world is waiting for the revelation of the chosen one that you have become. Step forward with confidence, for the one who holds the keys to every door is the one who is calling you by name. You are not just entering a new season, you are entering your true purpose. My beloved child, we have reached the threshold of a new reality. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who was and is to come. Every word I have spoken to you tonight is not merely a comfort. It is a decree from the throne of heaven that has already begun to manifest in your physical world. The trap that was set for your soul has not just been avoided, it has been completely shattered into 1,000 pieces, never to be reconstructed again. You are walking out of this moment with a level of freedom you have never known. I have placed my seal of power upon your life, a divine mark that tells every spirit of darkness and every manipulative heart that you are off limits. What I have blessed, no man can curse. What I have opened, no man can shut. You are no longer under the shadow of the snare. You are standing in the full sunlight of my favor. This is the end of your season of being hunted and the beginning of your season of being honored. Do not allow the whispers of doubt to return when the silence of the night settles in. Remember that my silence was never abandonment. It was the intense concentration of a father working on a masterpiece. I have been refining you, shielding you, and preparing you for the weight of the glory that is now being poured out. This message was your divine appointment, a lifeline thrown to you at the exact moment you thought you were sinking. The brilliant chapter of your life is not some distant dream. It is starting the very moment you finish listening to my voice. You are entering a time of suddenly miracles and unexpected alignments. I am making your path straight and your light so bright that even your enemies will have to acknowledge that I am with you. You have passed the test of endurance, and now you are invited to enjoy the fruits of your faithfulness. Now it is time to seal this prophecy into your life forever so that the enemy cannot steal the seeds of hope I have planted. This is your final act of faith in this encounter. If you receive this promise, if you believe that the trap is broken and your freedom is here, I want you to go to the comments right now and type "I have seen" and "I believe." By typing these words, you are activating the angelic protection around your home and your family. You are telling the spiritual realm that you have seen the truth and you are claiming your victory. Do not let this moment pass without leaving your mark of faith. As you type, feel the last remnants of anxiety leaving your spirit. You are locking in this blessing, making it a permanent part of your story. Your words are the seal upon this divine contract. I love you with an everlasting love, my precious chosen one. You are the apple of my eye and the pride of my heart. Do not wander back into the shadows of fear or the company of those who seek to dim your light. Stay close to me, stay in the Word, and stay connected to this family of believers. I invite you one last time to press the like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell. By doing so, you are ensuring that you never miss my call when I have a fresh word for your soul. Do not leave the shelter of this sanctuary. We are a family of light, and your presence here is vital to the mission. When you join us, you are surrounding yourself with a shield of collective faith that the enemy cannot penetrate. But do not go too far, and do not let your heart grow heavy as we part for now. This is not a goodbye, but a see you soon. There is more I have to reveal to you. In the very next message I send your way, I am going to reveal the specific name of the first blessing that will be knocking on your door as early as tomorrow morning. I am already preparing the delivery, and I want you to be ready to receive it with open arms. The trap is gone, the way is clear, and your miracle is in motion. Rest now in my peace, for I am the God who makes all things new. I am here, I am alive, and I am forever yours.